Well, hello there.
Good morning.
And welcome to Needles at the Ready. I'm Kevin.
I'm Ray. No, I was waiting for you. Don't want to steal your thunder.
Today is Saturday, November 8th, 2025, and this is episode 146 of our YouTube channel.
Happy November!
Where we talk about knitting, crocheting, spinning, yarn dyeing, buying, and all that fiber-related goodness.
Yes.
So,
It's great to be here.
it is. It's nice to be back.
Yeah.
And more so
We're on a regular schedule now.
Yeah, a more so like, back to normally episode, kind of.
Kind of. We did have an adventure last weekend.
We did, and let's see, so, that's it.
Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the new subscribers.
Yeah,
and
welcome to
friends.
all the new subscribers, and welcome back to all you returning viewers. We appreciate you being here.
So much.
We hope that you guys are doing well, because it's that time of year. We're heading into the holiday seasons.
Yeah. But, here in the Northern Hemisphere, when we're starting to kind of get into that fall feeling and the cooler weather, I definitely am finding that I want to cast on everything, which is putting a block on what I currently have going on. And we talk about this all the time, that just if you want to, just cast it on. Just do it. Just start something. Who cares?
And
we put on this, it's so weird. But
I agree until I see my whip pile.
You have a different whip pile than I do.
I do.
It's exponential.
My whip pile could have its own podcast.
That's very true. Yeah, we would probably spend about 4 hours talking through all of your whips. It could be an interesting activity.
They're not really whips, though. They're more UFOs, because they're just not being worked on.
UFO stands for Unfinished
Finished
object, for those of you who are new to the lingo. So anyway, I definitely am loving the coziness, and coming off of the 2 fiber festivals that we went to, there's just so much to be inspired about. It's really awesome.
I do. I want to cast on more stuff.
Yeah,
Actually,
me
I think
too.
I'm casting on today. Possibly 2 things.
You are.
Yeah.
I really want to finish some things. But that'll come.
Yeah.
That'll come in time.
Sure.
I started a new craft, so I'm really into that right now. I'm feeling very into sisters right now. Yeah.
Oh,
so
man.
Anyway, okay, so let's go back to our regularly scheduled shtick.
All right. So we typically start with some admin-y stuff. And there's kind of a lot to talk about here. So I have a couple things that... Oh, sugar nuts.
What?
Would you mind getting that paper with all the... on the desk right there?
Sure.
The one with
There's a lot
the
to
winners.
navigate over, Kevin.
I know. Yeah, right there.
I got it.
Thanks.
Okay.
Speaking of, did you see my nice little stack of field notes?
I did see that. I didn't want to make a comment since you jumped into that subscription.
So, as I'm looking this up, we'll talk. So yeah, I have my little field notes that I've been carrying around with me, and my little Lockbee. Here's my second one. I have a third one downstairs that's dye inspiration. But I started going down a different rabbit hole.
What?
I actually sent Madi a message.
Oh, come on.
I started going down the rabbit hole of traveler's notebooks.
Okay.
So one of those might be in my future. All right. So the first housekeeping thing is, I think it was 2 episodes ago, we pulled winners for the Let's Hear It for the Boys Mal. And I've heard back from everyone except... Well, all right. That one? Hold on, I kind of know these. I know it was this one.
Okay. While he's figuring that out, I want to talk about what I'm wearing, because I wore this past weekend, and I knit this a long time ago, and I forgot how much I love this shawl. This is the Adventure Wrap by Jonathan Tallow. It's, for those of you who have been around a while, I wear this a lot, and I love Jonathan Tallow's patterns. It's brioche. This is a very, very beginner-friendly brioche pattern, mainly because I think what kind of gets me, what made me nervous about brioche in the beginning, whereas like the increases and decreases and all of those things, because a brioche increase could seem a little bit intimidating, especially that it uses different kind of terminology and abbreviations for different stitches. But in this pattern, the increases are just knit increases. So if you can like knit front to back or whatever whatever the increase is, you can choose whatever increase you want to use, to be honest with you. It's only on the end. You just go back and forth. You have the same number of stitches every single time. The pattern is extremely well written. It is initially written for a... thanks, I have it on my phone too. I was going to pull it up.
So here's the Brioche Adventure, and it's 65 SEK, whatever that is. A different currency.
Oh, it is... So
on... $7.12.
Correct. Yeah.
Roughly.
Yep.
U.S. funds.
Yes. So, and thanks for putting the price. I think it's important to know like what you're paying for.
Somebody just mentioned that they liked when people did that, so I was like, oh, yeah, maybe we should.
Sure,
we
certainly can. It's meant for like Advent. I mean, it's really, you can do whatever you want, but it was written with the intention of using an Advent calendar, a bunch of different minis, and coming into Advent season, this may be a really good option for anybody who's looking to do something a little bit different with their Advent skeins. This was knit, I think it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I used an Advent from Yarn Cafe Creations and Dragon Horde Yarns, a mother-daughter dyeing. They each have their own companies, but it's a mother-daughter. And they combined their powers and created an Advent a couple of years ago. This was, I think, a Harry Potter Advent or something. Anyway, what I ended up doing, because I wanted to be a little bit extra, was the main color of one section was from the mother or daughter, and then the secondary color was from the opposite. So in each row, you have one color from Dragon Horde Yarn and one color from Yarn Cafe Creations. So I was able to kind of put together, I think it's really fun.
Yeah.
And every time I wear it, I forget just how squishy and cozy and comfy this is.
It would be a good stash buster.
Yeah, and I just love the colors. You can certainly do it with only 2 colors if you want to, or 6 colors. I believe I might have only used 12 colors. I know I did cut this short. I can't remember exactly what it is, and I don't think I was doing
you could kind of figure out, right? Because each one has 2 colors, but then... So, like, this has 2 colors, but this uses one of the other 2, right?
Yes.
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have 15 sections?
Yeah.
So that means you would have used 16 colors?
That makes sense. I know I did cut it short a little bit. So, but you can make it as big as you want to, as small as you want to. It's really easy to wear. It's like a, it's definitely a good size, I think, for me.
Yeah, it's really nice. And you have I-cord edging?
Yeah, it's knit right. It's like knit into it.
Yeah.
So you don't do anything, you don't do anything extra. I just think it's a really fun pattern. And if you want to dip your toes in brioche, or if you love brioche, this is a very easy pattern to do. This is one of those projects where I remember what we were watching on TV when we were doing it.
I have a few of those.
Mm-hmm. So I think that's always fun too.
And he has
a lot of patterns.
He has a good number of patterns, and
I've done a few of his hats.
I believe
before as well.
Several of them are brioche, so it's a good.
He has one that I want to do, or that I have the pattern for. I just haven't started it yet. I think it's like a 2-color brioche. Oh, he's got some lace in there too. It might be.
I'm thinking you're probably thinking the cowls.
No, but the cowls are really cool. I don't know if I'm necessarily a cowl person lately. It's this one I have. I think this one's really pretty.
Oh, yeah. So here's another brioche
It's like a semicircular shawl.
I'm not going to attempt to pronounce that, but...
Yeah. I think it has something to do with a tree or a leaf or something like that. But anyway...
The word is Swedish for annual growth rings.
Okay, so I knew that there was a tree or something involved. But so this is, this is really, really great. And ran into a couple of people who had asked about this shawl when we were at the Fiber Festival of New England. So I decided to wear it again today just because it's what I wore this weekend. And I think it's a great option, again, like I said, for anybody looking for something different to do with their Advent skeins. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or even if you have leftover Advent skeins from a previous year and you want to mix and match some things and get rid of some of your, your scraps or whatever. And I know also Skein, Justine is they're doing their annual...
Well, second annual.
So it would be considered annual, even though a second. It's now an annual thing. It's a tradition. So like they have, like people are put together their own Advents based on what they had in stock in their own pantries. So really fun project.
That's actually one of the things I kind of want to cast on is I was FaceTiming with Justine at some point over the past couple of weeks, and behind her she had her, I think it's the anthology throw.
Oh yeah,
and it's just really blanket. Really stunning. And like I need another blanket on my needles. I have 3 going right now. Mm-hmm. But
she sent a picture of something that she was working on.
It's the Sweet Shop blanket.
Yeah, and on her lap there was another like knit blanket. I think it was just a solid one, and I just kept thinking like, how dare us call ourselves knitters for the past, and we have a podcast for the past 5 years, and we don't have a single knit blanket.
Some people don't like making blankets. They take time.
They sure do take time.
All right, so
we have like 7 of them on the needles combined.
I know. We went on a tangent.
Sorry.
And so the person who we're still waiting to hear from is Auto Ann. So we'll wait to see if we hear from Auto Ann.
We'll give you one more.
If we don't hear from Ann by the next episode, we'll pull a new winner for that cesium kit. I think that one was a cowl, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, really pretty.
All right, so that was housekeeping item number 1. Okay. The other thing, speaking of holiday stuff, if you guys haven't... If you didn't buy an Advent, if you're still looking for something like a holiday thing for yourself, our friends over at Les Garçons still have their Frozen Paths holiday project box.
They do such a great job with their holiday boxes.
I know. You know what? The only reason I think I thought about getting it is... So the box comes with 1 full skein of British DK, 2 full skeins of a speckled mohair silk, an exclusive pattern, and a little surprise. I've found for myself, I'm not a big fan of knitting with mohair. Otherwise, I probably would have done that. Mm-hmm. But they still have this. You have 4 rather. You get a green option, a gray and navy,
ooh, that sounds
purple and
pretty.
pink, or a surprise. So it's currently $128, and that includes the fees for tariffs. So if you're concerned about ordering from Canada and having it shipped to the U.S., that already includes those fees.
Yeah, but they are all set up to ship to the U.S., so there's no delay in any of that, which is really great because I love their stuff.
I know. So if you're looking for holiday things for yourself, that's a good option.
We still have a holiday winter box that we haven't done yet.
Another thing that I wanted to highlight is
these little notebooks come in handy. You make it seem like we know what we're doing.
Well, remember when we first started podcasting, we had our composition notebooks where we wrote everything down.
Yeah.
And now we just go by the seat of our pants.
Yeah, it's true.
Here's another holiday-themed item if you're looking for some Christmas stockings. This is a new pattern by Ashley Osario.
Oh my goodness, it is so
They're really
good.
cute. And it's a DK weight. And I believe this is a collaboration. No, it is a collaboration with Kimber's Cozy Creations. They are having a knit along as well. So this pattern is $14 US. It includes the pattern for 2 stockings. Let's just go full screen on this.
Yeah, you need to go full screen on this.
They're so cute.
Oh my god, they're so good. And they're so different. They're like a little non-traditional. They're whimsical.
Yeah, I love the gingerbread men.
Me too.
So this is knit just like a sock.
Yeah.
It is top down or cuff down. And it being DK, I think they would knit up really quick.
I bet.
And, all right, you go first.
I bet you can convert the pattern down somehow for your own, for socks.
If you adjust
on
it.
your feet.
So that...
What a fun...
Yeah, so check out that pattern. I thought when she sent us an email, I saw those. I was like, oh, wow, they're really, really cute. And what's really nice is I don't think you're ever working more than 2 colors from what I see. So that's nice. No, there's some parts where you're working 3. But
not many, though.
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
And it looks like the floats wouldn't be that long.
No, they wouldn't be too long. So yeah, so if you're looking for maybe some Christmas gifts.
Yeah, or just decor, like do it for yourself and hang them. Yeah. There's a picture in there of having some of them like on a garland or something like that. I thought I saw.
Well, let's see.
Oh no, that's just. But look how cute.
Here's another, just like how they would look hung up.
It's a good size.
Really, really cute.
Yeah. This is actually my first time seeing them.
So, all right. So, again, that is called Cozy Colorwork Christmas Stockings by Ashley Osario. And then lastly, we're going to do a giveaway today.
Whoa.
And we were supposed to do this earlier, but I forgot.
Well, we haven't had much going on, so there's no excuse. I'm just kidding.
So, we were contacted by Patrick Griffith.
This is really cool.
Who's released his first pattern, and we saw Patrick from afar Rhinebeck weekend.
I know, and I
never
wish
got to chat with him because he was
wearing this.
He was wearing it, and it's freaking stunning.
Yeah.
Can you open? Open. Here we go. Actually, let me check Ravelry first.
It's on Ravelry. It's $10.
Okay. So this is a sweater. It's named Call of the Wild. Yeah. As Ray just said.
It's so good.
It is a $10 pattern.
Yep. I love that they're like, it's not just color work, but you have like the texture in there and the raised.
Yeah, I love the texture of it.
Yeah.
It's really, really interesting.
Yep.
And I wish we got to say hi in person and see it in person. But seeing it from afar, it was just as stunning.
It was stunning.
So we are doing a giveaway for this pattern. So in the comments below, in your comment, leave a comment with the word wild in it. And then we will...
Y'all are very creative when we ask you to put in words.
Yeah. And then we will pull a winner from the comments and announce it next week. And then Patrick will send out the pattern to your Ravelry.
Yeah. Or if you don't have Ravelry, we'll figure out a way to get you the pattern. No worries at all. And just a disclaimer, as always, we will never contact you through the YouTube comments or any other way to let you know if you were a winner or not. We will only announce that in our podcast in 2 weeks in this format. And then you would reach out to us to claim your prize. Just because we did have an incident I want to say a year and a half ago, where some troll went through our comments and started reaching out to people saying you're the winner and asking for addresses right then and there, which is really scary. So do not share any of your personal information in any of those means.
All right, and lastly, because we are at crunch time for the holidays, we are going to host a MAL. There'll be a thread.
I'm really excited about how clever I think our title is.
I know. A thread on...
Do you think Justine would approve?
Probably. A thread on our Ravelry group. It is the HoHoHo MAL, which is the Hopeful Holiday Hoedown.
Woohoo! So, I think that's so clever.
I know. So it's going to... we were going to do a MAL just to make...
Just make some accessories. Small projects, accessories.
Small projects.
Yeah. Something quick. No pressure. But just join in the fun. You can give them as a gift. You can keep them for yourself. Whatever. But just... we probably have some leftover things that you want that we can just need an excuse to make an accessory or something like that.
So you know what I mean? Yeah. It's going to start today.
Yeah.
And it's going to go until December 24th.
Right.
We'll pull some prizes, pick some winners, have some fun.
I'll see if I can create a little logo. I think that would be fun. And really, you know how we are with our rules and things like that. So just do your thing. Make an ornament. That's an accessory. You can turn it into an earring. Boom.
And then we'll do a hashtag. It's going to be...
Well, we just got to make sure that it's a veil.
Should it be NATR HoHoHo?
NATR HoHoHo.
All right. If that's used, I'd be really surprised.
It better not be.
NATR HoHoHo. Which is spelled HoHoHo. Oh, we actually have one of the prizes for it. So we'll be pulling 2 winners at least.
It is not taken.
All right, so the hashtag is going to be NATR HoHoHo.
This is what you would use.
And then we have 2 prizes right over there.
We do. Maybe we should fill them with something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. All right, so here's half of the prizes. We'll choose 2 winners.
Yeah, so we went to Fiber Festival of New England. And
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say we're only going to have an FO thread?
We're only having 1 thread.
Yeah, 1 thread.
Yeah.
Just 1 thread. And we'll leave it open. It could be chatter and FOs. How's that? Okay.
So we went to Fiber Festival of New England, and we saw our friend Michael, who is the owner of Upland Fiber Co., and our friend Kate, who you guys know from the Knitting Posse, and Michael was kind enough...
And from our hearts.
And Michael was kind enough to give us 2 of his new bags as giveaways.
Y'all,
and they're really great.
They're really, really great. Oh, I was going to... So... It has his logo, which I absolutely love. The Pride logo. He's got some pins as well, which is really stunning. This fabric is super thick and
it's a good tote.
Luxurious. It's fantastic. It's got a pocket on the outside. It is a zipper tote. Oh yeah, you got yours open.
Yeah.
And that was really nice of him.
Yes, so thank you, Michael. Yeah. And we will do these as...
So we'll fill them up with some things.
Yeah, we'll
got some really interesting stuff. Yeah, so you might get a surprise in there. We won't tell you what we're going to put in it. How's that?
Yeah.
That could be fun.
It could be.
Yeah. All right, so Hopeful Holiday Hoedown.
Right.
HoHoHo.
It's a HoHoHo MAL.
Yeah. NATR HoHoHo on Insta.
And we'll have a Ravelry thread up by the time that this
By
goes
the time
live.
the video posts, so I'll work on that.
All right. That's all
That's
the admin
super
stuff.
fun. I feel like that's fun. We can end it here.
It's 22 minutes in, and we haven't talked
That's okay.
a lick about stuff.
Yes, sir. We talked about patterns and knitting, and I talked about what I'm wearing. We gave some suggestions about...
I think I'm going to sneeze.
Okay. Do you want us to give you a moment, or... Great. God bless you. Just one?
Thank you.
I
think so. That's really weird.
That is odd.
All right. So now we're going to do a little catch up.
Okay.
So in the last 2 weeks, we had a nice little trip. It was our first time going this year, and we go with our friend Megan. We call her Moogie. Mm-hmm. We try to go twice a year to this flea market in, I think it's New Milford, Connecticut.
Yes, New Milford.
Called Elephant Trunk Show. It runs from like March, April till sometime in December, as long as weather permits.
Sorry, there's a...
I see it.
You see it?
Yeah.
It's like dust or something.
Put that back. So, no, it's probably Skylar. So we went there and we actually got 2... Like, we don't always buy stuff.
No.
And it's not all, like, your typical, like, flea market-y or, like, tag sale-y type of thing. Like, there are some more traditional, like, vendors.
Yeah.
And there's...
But they're mostly... It's all, like, mostly handmade stuff. A lot of handmade stuff, too.
Right. So one of the guys that we stopped at, and we stop at his booth often, he sells the baskets that a lot of people have that you see actually at, like, a fiber festival, Rhinebeck, indie things.
He gets them, I think, from other makers.
He does, because he has mine had the name of the maker on this. So we each got one of these types of baskets for like some of our knitting notions to have downstairs.
Yeah. So these 2 are mine. Kevin's are downstairs. We didn't want to bring up all of them, but what I did was we thought we'd put all of our like stitch markers in one.
That's a lot.
And that's a lot of stitch markers.
That's a ton.
And I'll tell you, it was really kind of fun going through them, because you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot about that one. Or like you come across these like cute little ones. This one I think is from Knit for Brains. When Laura did her...
That's right.
Yeah. Like, it's just fun, going through and finding little fun things and, whatever. So, thought this would be a cool idea to use for our stitch markers and things.
These are Steve and Penelope ones, aren't they?
I'm not sure.
I remember getting these.
There's also a lot of them that I don't know where we got them from. Or where I got them from.
Oh, this we got from Yarn Centric.
We did. Yeah, from Fangirl Fibers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
it's a good memory exercise as well. And then for the second one with the top on it, I decided to put all of my stitch stoppers in here, which is not as many as I thought I had. I thought I was collecting these.
I'm sure you have some in other places that you don't even know about.
Nope. I think that I did good. I also have my my Fiber Hustle one. If you all went to Rhinebeck, you might have and saw the gents over at Fiber Hustle. You may have gotten one of these guys to put your needles in.
Yeah, so these were just two little things that we picked up.
Fun.
It was a good day.
It was a good day. We also got we collect Christmas trees for the holidays. We usually get 1 to 2 new Christmas tree like decor things for the house every year, and we ended up getting one from another person who
is a woodcrafter.
Is like a woodcrafter. It's really pretty. I'm staring at it now, but I don't think I can get over to it.
No, it's okay.
To show you, but it's like this big.
It's a good size one.
It's really pretty.
So we did that. And
it's a fun time.
Yeah.
Because then we go to lunch afterwards.
Yeah, we make a whole day of it.
Yeah.
It's a nice trip. Mm-hmm. And then last weekend was the Fiber Festival of New England, which is in West Springfield, Massachusetts. The
Eastern States Expo.
Yeah, I just call it where the Big E is because that's what most people know it from around here. Mm-hmm. So that is always the first weekend of November. The day that we went also happened to fall on our 10th wedding anniversary. So that was a good way for us to obviously spend the day.
Yeah, it was great.
So we headed up there. We got there fairly early, like 9:30ish.
I think, yeah.
And it is definitely... It's one of our favorites. It's different than Rhinebeck, right? It's a calmer thing. Okay, we're not talking to you. It has over 200 vendors.
Yeah.
There are a number of them who do attend or who do vend at Rhinebeck weekend at one of those 4 festivals for the most part. Yeah, 4 events that happen that weekend. So it's just, and it's doable in a day.
Yeah.
It's completely indoors. Yep. So rain or shine, like you don't have to worry about it. There's very limited food, but the food's, I mean, we've eaten it. It's great.
They usually have like a baked potato bar, then
burger.
Like traditional like burgers, chicken tenders, hot dogs. I think they have like a panini thing as well.
The only thing I wish we got this time that we didn't, but it was fine, was the mac and cheese from the baked potato place.
Pretty good.
But we got to see a bunch of friends.
We did.
While we were there, so we got to see a bunch of our Skane friends. Mm-hmm. So like Justine, Annie, Angie, Jen.
We missed Meg this year.
We missed Meg.
We also forgot
to say hi to Meg.
We forgot to say hi to Meg.
So hi, Meg.
Yeah, Meg's one of our absolute favorite people in the world. She's the sweetest.
We got to see...
So we ran into Sarah.
Oh my God. Sarah, who is Little Dynamite Knits.
Little Dynamite Knits.
Here on YouTube and on Instagram. And Jeff, who is Losing My Knit. And the 3 of us had lunch together, so that was really nice. It's the first time that we met Jeff.
Yeah.
And we've seen Sarah a bunch. It's always great to see Sarah.
But we met her husband for the first time.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. So that was cute. They were talking about because we had just watched recently one of her podcasts that was a week or 2 before Rhinebeck.
It was her vlog at the cabin.
Yeah, they went to the Poconos. I didn't realize it was the Poconos.
Yeah.
But that was really neat. It was nice to meet him.
We got to see Kate and Michael.
Yeah, Kate and Michael, Joanna and Jen from Silver Key Stitches. That's where, if you follow us on Instagram, they've been doing it for the past, I think this is the second year that they've done it. But the second year that I can remember that they do it. But they have a section of their booth that they don't put any product in and create like a little photo booth. And they have little signs and things that you can like hold up and have like a little yarn party. Yeah. It's really always so great visiting them.
We saw Olivia.
We did. We hung out with
think.
Olivia for a little while. We spent some time with Mary, which
Mary.
was great. We talked about Mary and her family, I think, on the last episode.
Yeah.
But she's a wonderful person, and she's got she's a great spinner as well.
Is.
So we talked quite a lot actually, about, spinning and sharing like tips and tricks and tools and things that she might use, and spinning wheels and fiber. That's one of the things I think, and like you said too, that event, you have the opportunity to stop and to chat with the vendors, with the people,
friends.
with friends, talk about things. It's busy, yes, but it's not overwhelming to the point where you can't move.
Right.
Like you don't. And for us, like, we love to stop and chat. And so sometimes there's a little bit of guilt there, like if we're stopping in the middle of an aisle while we're walking by, because I always feel like I don't want to be in anybody's way. So at this type of event, you don't feel like that. There's a lot of space in between the aisles. It's definitely, if you're down this way or you're close to it, it's always the first weekend in November, I think.
It's a good event.
Mm-hmm. It's Saturday and Sunday. We just go on Saturday. I don't know what Sunday is like. We've never been on a Sunday, but we get through it in a day. It took us the entire day just because we like to stop and chit-chat.
And then we also ran into Jess, who is also a spinning friend from Connecticut. So
we will talk more about Jess in
Yes.
a little while, but it was so great to see her. We were talking, we talk about on, like, when we take these trips and we go to these events, Kevin and I, we usually are like, all right, so who are we planning on seeing? Who do we want to see?
Yeah.
Like, who are we excited? Like, we haven't seen in like a year, and whatever. And it's interesting because on the way up to this event, we were talking about Jess. Like, I wonder if we'll see her, because I don't remember. We didn't run into her at Rhinebeck. So anyway, sure enough, we did, and her friends. It was really great.
And what was really fun for me to see her is she's a fantastic spinner.
Oh yeah,
and earlier this year, she had posted a picture on her Instagram of a sweater spin she did, and it was a combo spin. And it's just so incredibly stunning. Mm-hmm. And I made a comment about it, and I told her when we were speaking last weekend that I will often go back. Like, if I see her post something on Instagram, I'll go back to her profile and I'll look at it because it's just so mind-blowing to me, and it's so stunning. And she was wearing a sweater knit out of that same spin, and it looks so good. So that is my goal, is to this upcoming years to do a sweater spin.
Ooh.
All right.
Maybe I'll join you.
That is enough chit chat. We're 32 minutes in, so let's get into some actual knitting.
Okay.
All right. So I have one FO and I have 3 whips.
I have 2 FOs and 3 whips.
Okay. So why don't you start with your FO?
Okay, I'm happy to. So my first FO, I have a knitting FO and a spinning FO. I know, we'll be seeing more of that. So these, I finished my socks that I was working on. I actually love this color, and I'm glad that I held off on it, right? Because to me, this colorway is called.
Might be.
It reminds me of a bird, maybe a house finch. So it's. It's very pretty. I love the color striping in here, and how a couple of, like, you have this red stripe. I think this is red.
Yep.
That's a little bit larger than the other ones, which I thought was really neat. So here I did a little bit of a shorter leg for me. I did about 6.5 inches. I typically do between like 7 and 8 inches on my leg. It all depends. I did a 2x1 rib with a German twisted cast on for about 18 rows. And then I started the patterning, did about total 6.5 inches. I put in some stitch markers to mark my heel like I normally would for my socks. And then I do from the heel down, I do another 6.5 inches. 6.25 to 6.5 inches, and then I start my toe. I do my toe and my heel the exact same until the end, so I knit every other round. And then my decrease rounds is a knit 1 SSK, knit to the end. I do them on magic loop, so knit to the end of the first needle, 3 stitches before the end of the first needle, knit 2 together, knit 1. Then I alternate that. until I get down to 20 stitches, and then I decrease every round until I got to 14 stitches on the toe and 16 stitches on the heel. So when I got my first sock done, usually I do the cuff, the tube, and the toe, and I save my heels for last, and I do my heels on both my socks. So once I get the first sock done, I then use that, especially on a striped sock, because I do all the measuring prior to that. I use the stripe sequence to as a template to when I need to stop for my second sock. So I must have messed up my counting, and I missed one entire sequence for my second sock. I don't know which one is which now. So I didn't realize that until I was ready to put in my heels. I did the actual heel on the second sock, the shorter sock, without realizing it. I went to go put it on my foot, and I'm like, wait a minute, what? How is this wrong? So then I thought maybe they're both wrong, and I'll just give them to my brother, and then realized that the first sock was correct. So I needed to rip out the toe and knit in that extra sequence. Oh, by the way, when I did my heels, I ran out of the mini while I was doing my second heel. So then I had to, this is really ridiculous. So what I then ended up needing to do, and thank goodness Michelle does this, the minis are usually a color. The color of the mini is usually a color in the striping sequence.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah. Yep. At least that's been my experience.
Okay.
So I was able to. I had to do a little bit of. This is what I have left of the skein. So I had to go through and pull out the stripe sequence until I got to that brown color. Right? This brown?
Yeah.
And then knit a couple, and it's a short stripe, so I was only able to get like one or two rows, so I had to keep adding more and more yarn to it.
You know what could have been fun? God bless you for doing it. I
did it.
Doing one as a bullseye heel and the other as
I know,
a brown
I could
heel.
have. Yep, this is the one.
Because that's too many ends for me to weave in.
I think this is the one.
That's the one. You
it
can
might
see
be,
all
but,
your ends.
No, I know, but that might be where I added it in. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, that's for sure. So this is what I ended up having to do was
God bless you.
I don't know how many times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 times I had to go into the different like sections to rip that out.
Why do you think that is? Because you typically don't have that issue with your heels.
I don't know.
Did you make your cuffs
I wonder if I made my
longer?
cuff a little bit longer, or maybe I'm not sure.
Or you also made your toe a little. You went down to 14.
I did go down to 14, but that shouldn't. 2 additional
yeah.
rows. That shouldn't make that big of a difference. I don't know. Anywho, they are done. It took, I put a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this bad boy, but I wanted them to match. You can see there's a little bit of a difference there.
No,
that's okay.
I mean, they're socks.
Yeah,
nobody's going to see your heel.
I know, but I would know. I had a hard time. These 2 colors to me are very close, especially in the dark, the red and the brown.
Oh, the red and the brown. I noticed that when I saw you on the couch trying to wind it. I was like, no, you hit the red.
Yeah. Just because, especially now I can definitely see the difference, but when you're trying to pull it through, here, and you're only looking at the strand of where the color might change, it was kind of hard to figure out. And I wanted to make sure that I used all of the, because I knew, I was getting nervous. What if I don't have enough to finish? Alas, I did. So now I have a whole bunch of mess left, but that's all right.
And those socks are a really good example of how sometimes
Oh, here's another one.
The project isn't fitting where you are, because you had cast those on quite a while ago and you had to put them down because it wasn't fitting your mood. But coming back to it and the time of year and where you were was a better time to work on those.
Yeah. And that's a really good point too. It's not the patterning, right? Like, because I love vanilla socks. And so it's not the pattern, it's the yarn and the colors, right? That, like, I need to connect with that for my socks, and I just wasn't connecting at that time. I think it was because, like, too warm. This reminded me of,
was
like,
during the summer,
cozy.
for sure.
I don't know what it was. I wanted the bubbler. It felt refreshing. Who knows what we feel, but it's definitely the yarn that drives me. I do, because I'm feeling all the fall right now, I did choose my next skein. I'm also thinking about, well, let me do one thing at a time. I chose my next skein. These are going to be my November socks. I know that I am quite behind on that, but that's okay.
Finish, for sure.
This is, and we're working through, just so that anybody new who's joining us, my goal was to knit 12 pairs of socks this year, 1 per month, using Woolens and Nosh, because we have quite the collection, to work through my stash. And this is the October 2024 Yarn Club colorway. It's called the Fall Cozy Kit: tea, books, candies, flannel, wool, socks.
It's really pretty.
It's really pretty.
It's actually... Can I actually make a suggestion?
Please make a suggestion.
Can you pull out your socks again?
Yes, of course.
I feel like it's the same color palette, just darker. You have a lot of the same color, so I don't know. Like,
maybe.
You have the brown, the red, you have white, a darker. You have a taupe. So it's actually gonna give you the same vibes as those socks.
I'm good with that.
You're good with that.
Yeah, no, I am good with that.
I need to find a sock set.
So that's going to be my next one. I'm just going to leave that to the side because I have to skein up I have to cake up this, and I need to cake up another cake for my crochet blanket. Yeah, my Tunisian crochet blanket.
I need to pick out a sock set. I'm going to do a pair of... I might as well show a picture.
Oh, and this is living in my Matterroot bag. Most of my socks my active socks live in this bag. I love this bag. I got this in Boston.
I need to pull out... I want to do Coffee Talk socks.
Yeah, it's such a good pattern.
By Tracy Miller. I'll pull up the pattern. I wore them the other day. And
I can't get that in there right now.
I actually really enjoy a patterned sock. I forget how much I enjoy them. So this is the Coffee Talk socks. I knit a pair
they're so good.
Years ago from some Savvy skein yarn that I have. Mm-hmm. It's just a nice textured. It's a heel flap and gusset, which I love working a heel flap and gusset, and I haven't worked one in a while. They fit me so well.
Me too.
That I was like, man, I need another pair of these, so I'm going to pull some yarn. That pattern is, again, by Tracy Miller. Let me write this down so I can remember. And it is a $7 Canadian pattern, $5.20 USD. So I need to get those on. All right.
Yeah.
Next.
Do you want me to go and then?
Sure. Why don't you go?
All right, and then I'll finish up, and then you can talk about your large one.
Yeah.
My next finished object is a spin that I finished. This is my third skein of yarn that I applied and spun on my Dreaming Robots Electric Eel Wheel 6.0.
Yes.
Woohoo, look at me. And this is 100% Polworth. So I have still some little spots there, but I've gotten so much better already, I think. It's been a lot of fun. I learned a lot when plying yarn. I realized that I wasn't putting enough twist in my plies. So you can see the difference here where, where like the twist isn't as tight in some spots there, especially down here. See that here? Like there wasn't really enough twist in there.
So that's the area where I had mentioned to you that your angle,
my angle of twist.
So a lot of the times if you are a spinner, or even if you're not, I've watched videos where other spinners talk about plying and the 2-ply, so it's actually going what? This way. Counterclockwise, correct? Yes. So there's a twist angle. So Ray's angle was at a
So you can see them here.
10%.
See that? There's like hardly any twist in there.
Right. So it wasn't enough twist. Like I try to apply around a 20 to 30 degree. So more like this, and like this. Ray's was kind of like that, really like that. So he had one strand this way, and his other strand was like this instead of going like this and wrapping around it.
Yeah, you can see they're not wrapping around here as well. But then once I corrected for it, then it's much more even. And it looks much more like the type of yarn that I would want to knit with.
Right, like a typical 2-ply. Like right here, those are typical like 2-ply, right? So yeah, it just takes a lot of practice, and there is a tool that I have and that you can buy as a spinner that shows a twist or apply angle. I don't always use it because so much, in my opinion, so much of spinning has to do with feel and
experience, right?
And visually seeing something. You know, as a knitter, what a typical 2-ply yarn looks like.
Sure.
So when you're looking at it, I already know whether or not that angle or that twist looks the way that I want it to. So a lot of it's just feel and experience as a knitter and looking at yarn. Yeah. You know, we look at yarn and we know what that twist should kind of look like. So it just goes, I just go by that a lot of the time. Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, my word of the week, my phrase of the week really last week, just in general, work as well, has been progress, not perfection. And I think that I think that fits very well. So
for your third skein.
Yeah, I think that I've made a lot of progress. You know, like here's my first one, right? And this is my second one.
Nope,
I'm sorry, this is my second one. So here you can really see that I didn't like the twist, right? So this is like applying thing. Yeah. So that's my second one, and then my third one. And I think that there's a lot of progression
correct
between them, right? So I'm really happy with where it's going. I'm still really enjoying spinning and just learning. I was saying yesterday on Knit Night Thursday night on Knit Night, how I'm learning so much. And it's almost like when you're starting a new project, there's always like you're learning more than you're not at that moment. So like, for example, like knitting, right? Any new project, you might learn a new technique, or you might learn a new way to bind off, or whatever the case is. But, you know, if you've been knitting for a while already, the majority of your project is something that you have already known or you're already comfortable with. With the spinning, and any new project, the majority of what you're doing is all new. So I think it's really exciting, like when you're starting to see and you have those like moments that kind of click. Just fun. So,
well, good job.
Hey, thanks. Those are my FOs.
Okay, and I have one FO which I'm currently wearing. This is my single malt sweater by Maxim Cyr. It is a $12 Canadian pattern. It is approximately $8.91 US. I knit this using Red Sack Fiber, his Manor collection, and the color is Dunedin.
I love the color.
This is a worsted weight base. It is 75% Polworth, 25% Masham. The pattern actually calls for Aran. Now, mind you, Aran and worsted can be kind of interchangeable.
Yeah, depending on the thickness of the worsted.
We only use worsted, if I'm not mistaken, here in the U.S. Like, there's no worsted. I don't think there's worsted weight in Europe.
We don't call it worsted in Europe. It's Aran usually.
Right. So, but Lagarstone has a British Aran, and that's what Max originally used for the pattern. I knit this the 4th size using the recommended needles, so a US 8, which is a 5mm, and a US 6, which is a 4mm. So I'll stand up. I did some... Oh, I talked about it a little bit in the last time I showed this, is that I did have some issues, and you can see a little bit, but not as noticeable, of some striping. You can actually see it in the cuff,
it's so good.
but some striping in my sleeves. So it's more color blocky now than it is striping. So what I did is I ripped out my sleeve, and I ripped back until I did my last decrease, and then I started alternating skeins. I did not alternate anywhere else on the sweater. What I love about this sweater is the raglan.
Me too.
Which it's a little more...
I love the way that Max does his raglan.
This is a really, really good raglan.
Because it's like more pronounced.
So here, this is the single malt. It is a great textured sweater. It was really easy to get in the flow of doing it.
Yeah.
It's a four row repeat when you're doing like outside of increases or decreases. So super easy. What I really appreciated actually with the sleeves is the decreases happen really quick, or it appears really quick. And then it's just straight knitting. I feel like the decrease stopped right around here. Like, it was really quick. Like, the decreases happen probably all before your elbow. And then it's just straight knitting. So that was really nice because you didn't have to worry about it. Like, I didn't have to throw stitch markers or anything on because it was patterned and it was, let's say, knit these 4 rows 10 times, decrease, you know, like, and decrease every pattern repeat or something. Right. Whatever it was, it made so much sense and it was really easy to follow along. I will say I do need to take out the bind off for my hem. I try to be fancy, and I saw a video on how to do a tubular bind off or a 2x1. It doesn't work. So I'm going to take this out and do a different bind off because I don't have much stretch there. It's fine, but I would rather...
Yeah,
because when blocking, it went like I blocked, and it just went right in at the
it can't be
ribbing.
Even.
I couldn't block it properly. What else? I pre-blocking from here to here measured at like 19 to 20 inches. And that's a no for me. I need a good like 46 to 48 inch chest.
To feel comfortable.
So I got this to 47. So I blocked it out to 23 inches.
Yeah.
Right at the underarms. And that's kind of where I always get my chest measurement from, is there. And then I pin out like down every inch just to make sure everything's even. What else can I say?
I'm really glad that you...
was great to work with. I had 6 skeins of this. They were 100-gram skeins, and I have 63 grams left over between the two of these.
Oh, wow.
So I have a decent amount of yarn left. But what was really interesting to me is that this being I want to say it's a 4-ply, or it might be an 8-ply. I don't know. It's a lot of plies. And when I compare it to the thought, right, thinking of going back to my finest kind, because the patterning, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 5-ply. Going back to and thinking, comparing it to the finest kind, which is a very similar patterning, just it's a 4-row repeat, just a little bit different. And I used an actual Aran weight that was 2-ply. I think I used just under 400.
But it was also woolen spun yarn.
Right, and this is worsted spun.
So it's dense. This is denser.
This is denser. You can actually feel the weight difference between the two sweaters. That finest kind, I think I used just over 3 skeins. So I used under 400 grams of my finest kind, and I used almost just over 500 grams for this one.
Yeah, it's interesting.
And I knit roughly the same size on both.
Yeah.
It's the same type of textured pattern. Same but different.
The needle size is different? Is it a tighter gauge on this one?
No, it's actually the same exact gauge.
Interesting.
Or no, this one has a bit of a tighter. This is 18, and I think the finest kind was 16, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm actually really, really happy with it. I just blocked it yesterday, so I threw it on first thing this morning, like getting ready for this. But yeah, I thought it's great. Do you know it's the first time I've alternated skeins in a freaking sweater?
Yeah.
I've never done that before.
I won't do it.
Well, I mean, again, I didn't do it for the body.
Yeah.
Just for the sleeve. And I was happy. I could see the difference.
Yes.
Immediately.
Yes. Your sleeves were more micro striped, and they were very very noticeable and visible. It looked like it was a striped sweater.
Right.
Here, it
only
matches
after the decrease. Like it was fine up here.
Right. It matches the tonality of the sweater right now.
Yeah. You know what? I need to.
Good.
Here's something I have to start doing. I think on my sleeves, I got to remember to start adding, like they hit here, which is fine. I do like my sleeves a little bit longer to like up here. Mm-hmm. So I think I need to start adding at least an additional inch.
It's because we both are very similar.
I like a cozy.
But you also you want to roll them up, push them up as well.
I do push every sleeve up.
Yeah. Problem is, if you add more length here, you're going to add more bulk when you push it up. But
whatever.
I see what you're saying, because I do pull down.
Yeah, like I love doing this. Mm-hmm. It's a great pattern. So who just finished it? Leanne from Cocktail Hour with the Coop just finished one for her son.
At the Coop.
I said on the Coop?
You said with the Coop.
Well, we could have Cocktail Hour with them at the Coop.
We could.
Cocktail Hour at the Coop. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Leanne just finished one for her son. And I know, I think Kate's knit one, Kim's knit one. It's a great pattern. So if you are looking for a men's pattern.
Single malt.
Aaron Waite.
Yeah. I did the cardigan version, which is the old-fashioned. Same patterning, stitches, and everything.
Is there one other one?
Yes, there's a whiskey sour.
What the hell's the whiskey sour?
It's a t-shirt version, I think.
Oh, yeah. The yeah.
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 Hey, mister.
That's right.
I think it's called the whiskey sour.
Is he going to have any more whiskey drinks? Yeah, whiskey sour. Oh, he has whiskey neat socks. What the hell? How did I miss those?
Those look fun. Pattern socks. With the same raglan.
And they're DK. Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right.
What else? All right. So, so this is my one and only.
Lovely. It's fabulous. Fantastic.
All right. On to whips. I have 3.
I have 3 as well.
All right.
Why don't you kick us off?
All right. Let's go with something you haven't seen.
Okay, great.
This is a brand new cast on, living in my Oh Wow Amsterdam bag. I do have to rip out a little bit of it, though, to get it to where I want it to be. I decided the other day that I needed something actually that wasn't a sweater, because I've been knitting so many sweaters. Not so many. Let's be
enough.
I've finished 3 sweaters in the past 3 months.
It's getting a little warm.
So for me, that's actually quite a bit. I decided to pull a kit out that I bought at Vogue Knitting Live last year while we stopped at the Wing and a Prayer Farm. Mm-hmm. And Gudrun Johnston was there. They had this kit for these mitts. I'm going to say it's the Arit mitts. Is that how you would say? Right?
Airt?
Oh, Airt.
That's what I would say.
All right, so the Airt mitts. It is a $7 pattern. They're fingerless mitts.
You should show the name of the pattern, though, too.
Just I will. So here's the mitts. It is really color work, 7 colors. The kit came with the Jameson's Spindrift.
Yeah.
Shetland Spindrift. And here's the name of the pattern.
We'll have it linked down below. Don't you worry.
So, the 7 colors that I picked are charcoal.
Oh, yeah, we had to build our own kits, huh?
Yeah, old gold. And these are 25-gram balls. Mm-hmm. And it's 105 meters.
Oh, excuse me.
Eset. This one's really pretty. Sage.
Ooh, I love that.
Cobalt.
Mm-hmm. Cocoa.
One's cocoa, one's spice. I don't remember which
Spice
one's
is
which.
the orange one. Cocoa's the brown one.
This one's pink.
Oh, the pink.
One's pink, one's like orange.
Oh.
So
cocoa probably is this one.
and then this
And
one's
then that
probably
one might
spice.
be spice.
So I'm doing the second size.
Yeah.
And here's what I have so far. Oh,
Ooh,
wrong
it's
side.
good. It's so good.
Except I don't know that I like these two rows here. I think these two colors are too close together to see the difference. I don't know. I haven't decided.
I don't think so. I think once you add more length to it.
It's only for 4 rows though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know that they're gonna pop. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking about ripping it out and going with the black
The charcoal.
and
The pink.
this
Yeah.
as the two colors.
Yeah.
So I might do that. So I stopped because I needed to make a decision and I had like decision paralysis. So I didn't do it.
Yeah.
But a couple things. The cast on for this was really interesting. It was a German twisted and a long tail alternating each stitch. So you cast 1 stitch on long tail, 1 stitch on German twisted.
Well, German twisted, I think, is still considered a long tail cast on.
Well, yeah, but if
Traditional cast on, right?
Well,
like
if somebody-
a slingshot or something.
But if a pattern says do a long tail cast on, you do a traditional long tail. This says do a long tail cast on, then German twisted
interesting.
and alternate.
See,
So-
I thought long tail cast on was like a blanket term for when you have when you do a cast on and you have to have you use the tail as part of the cast on.
No, I think it's
Gotcha.
yeah, but this has really good stretch to it, which is really nice.
Yeah.
This does call for three sizes of needles. A US 1 2.25, a US 2 2.75, and a US 3 3.25. I had an issue doing the 2.75 because our US 2s are, I think, a 3 millimeter. So I just had to go with what I had. And it was only for,
I think they're 2.2.
yeah.
I don't remember.
No.
2.5.
It could be a 2.5. It may be.
Sure.
But it worked.
Yeah.
And I'm doing the second size on this, which I think it actually might even be a little big on me. But I think they're going to be really
They're
cute.
going to be so good. I love it.
And I really wanted to do color work. I haven't
Yeah.
done color work actually in 2 years, I don't think.
Wow.
And the last time I did color work was mitts that I got at Vogue Knitting Live.
Oh, yeah. Those,
Moore Lake.
yeah. What's the name of those types of mitts?
Selbu
Selbu mitts?
Selbu mitts that I got from the
Vogue.
Yeah, but the people who make Lucky Tweed. Kelborn Woolens.
Kelborn Woolens.
So yeah, so this is just something. I'll pick these back up. I'm just going to rip out those 2 rows and...
Yeah, if you're not feeling it, for sure.
No, I feel like the black and the pink are going to go better.
Yeah.
Or this is more of a salmon. Like the black and the salmon, these two.
Yeah.
Better.
Could you potentially even call it spice? It's not the name of it. That's the name of it.
And it's also my first time working with Jameson's Shetland Spindrift. I think it's a beautiful yarn.
Yeah, can I feel?
Yeah. It's toothy.
Oh,
don't get me wrong.
But it's also soft.
Yeah, that's the surprising
weird.
thing.
You can definitely feel like the guard. There might be some guard hairs in here,
I don't know,
but it's softer.
it feels like this. It feels toothy, but knit up, it's really soft.
Yeah.
Even knitting with it, I was like, oh wow, it's going through my gliding through my fingers really well.
Yeah.
So I'm really impressed with it. I would love to use this more.
Nice.
I don't know though. It's
affordable. Oh, $9.50
$50 for 25 grams. So you're looking
that's a little
at
pricey though. No?
Let's just round up to 10. So for a 100-gram skein, you're looking at $40.
Ooh, that's a lot.
But let's also do some maths. What is... I don't know, because, here in the U.S. we don't use...
105 meters for 25 grams.
So meters...
This is DK, you said?
No, it's fingering.
Oh, fingering.
All right, so
you're looking at about 420 meters.
It's actually 115... Wait, how many meters is this? 105. Mm-hmm. So it's 115 yards in here.
Yeah, so that's thin. So
it is thinner because if you had 100 grams, you would have 460 yards, roughly. So yeah,
I think that's a pricier wool. Pricier than I would expect for a natural wool. Just being honest, 100% pure Shetland wool. There's no denying that it's beautiful yarn.
Yeah, no,
but there may be other options for.
You know what though, I wonder if it's because you also would traditionally use this in a lot of color work, and you don't need a lot. I bet you I could easily get 3 pairs of knits out of all these, if not more.
Yeah, I'm sure you can. I'm just thinking for a
sweater, it would be. It actually is.
I mean, it's pricey regardless.
I priced a sweater.
Yeah.
At Kit from Woolly Thistle. I think it's out of this, and it was quite a pricey sweater.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's just something. I came up here. No, actually, I didn't, because this was actually downstairs with my whip pile. I looked at my whip pile. I was like, okay, let's just take a little bit of a break from sweaters. Let's see what we can cast on. And I grabbed these, and I cast on, and I didn't plan out my colors, really. So I was just like, let's just see what we could do.
I'm surprised that you actually cast on without having a plan. Usually you need to have everything kind of, you have an idea.
I had an idea, kind of, but as I progressed, I just moved some colors around to see what... And then I had to look to what colors went together, but it also threw me off looking at the chart, because the chart was made in a specific color palette. So trying to visualize it actually was really hard with a chart that already had the colors there.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I kind of wish it had... in a downloadable version, a blank one, so that you
can fill in your own
colors and get an idea of how they would look.
Yeah.
I probably could have done that myself, but that's a lot of work.
True. Fabulous. No, they're going to be really nice. They're beautiful, honestly. And I'm very curious to see how the yarn's going to feel when it's washed and blocked and stuff.
I know Madi uses it quite a bit.
Yeah.
And she really likes it.
I know Bob did too. He had said that was a really nice, and he had gotten someone on his trip to Scotland.
Yes.
Okay. I will share with you. I picked back up my Wild Horses cardigan. This has been on my needles for quite a long time. This is the Wild Horses by Ann Hansen of Bare Naked Wool's Knit Spot. It is an $11 pattern. What I really love about Ann Hansen's patterns is that they are very classic, but you always get options to do a crew neck solid version, cardigan version, V-neck cardigan, crew neck cardigan. There's a lot of options for...
you get a lot of bang for your buck.
A lot of bang for your buck.
Patterns.
Mm-hmm. Her patterns are also very well written. I will say, though... I do feel like you need to have some experience knitting to get through her patterns, or to at least know to process and be able to visualize what's going to be happening or what's coming next. Every step is not necessarily laid out for you, but they put it in here as a 3.3 difficulty. I think that it is not a difficult pattern. You do just need to kind of read ahead and just plan, know what's going to be coming out next before you just follow row by row instructions. My recommendation. Everybody's mileage will vary. So I guess I can show this again because it's been a little bit of time. I'm using Bare Naked Wool's yarn in their Better Breakfast fingering. This is very luxurious.
I was just going to say, speaking of pricing.
Speaking of price, it is a little pricey as well. I will say, a couple of years ago, the price was a little different than it is now.
We think that's how we remember it.
I'm pretty sure. But, this is a treat yourself yarn, 100%. Especially if you like the classic natural yarns. It's super soft. It is non-superwash. This is one of the most luxurious feeling yarns I think that I've knit with. It is 55% merino, 35% de-haired alpaca, and 10% nylon. The colorway is milk and honey. I thought that I really wanted a classic looking cardigan in a very clean, classic color. Carrie may not consider this a color, but I think that this is a color, milk and honey. Where I am at now currently with this sweater is it's all in pieces as well, which is my first pieced garment, fully pieced garment.
I do love a piece garment. Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
So this is the back of the sweater. Is totally wrinkled mess because it's been living in my bag. I love this bag.
Tanny Casey?
So much. This is a Tanny Casey bag. This is one of my favorites. I love the sheep.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's been kind of scrunched up living in there while waiting for the rest of the pieces. But I done the back.
Yeah.
I did a tubular cast on just because, again, I wanted that refined look for this sweater. And I think for something so simple like this, I think the details are kind of like what matters. So I really wanted it to be beautiful. And so anyway, I did a tubular cast on. I've got the back completed. And then I got each of the side panels completed. I know it doesn't.
I know the side panels always thin, like throw me off.
Because but don't you worry, because they do fold in on themselves.
Yeah.
And you're gonna add the band as well here.
Right.
So, this is gonna go like this, and I have the other side panel here. So I have these done. Look at all the friggin'
I know
decreases and stuff that I have here. I definitely need to like pay attention. The great thing about these side panels is that I did them 2 at a time. So I had 2 skeins of yarn and I had a long needle, and I did them 2 at a time, which I'm glad that I did, because there's it's fingering, and I like my decreases. I wanted to make sure everything was like matchy, so I wouldn't have any issues. But I think it's gonna fit well. I mean, you can't really.
You're so close to actually being done with this, though.
I know.
If it became your main focus,
it may.
You could finish this within like a month.
I can't focus. I want to do everything, So I started my sleeves. The sleeves are also knit flat. And then they'll be seamed together after.
You're doing your sleeves one at a time?
I am doing my sleeves one at a time. I'm sorry, Kate. I didn't have the brain capacity, I don't think, at that time to do
the management.
To do that. I didn't want the yarn management. I just wanted to be able to pick this up, do a row or two, put it down. Pick this up, do a row or two, put it down. So that's what I did. I didn't get very far, but I did the same cast on there. I started my increases here. The pattern does not give you instructions on what types of increases to do. So I did make one rights and make one lefts. And so I need to do this several more times. And then you create a little shoulder cap kind of thing, where it'll attach here, the little tab.
Like a saddle?
Almost. It is saddle shoulder. Yes.
Yeah.
And then that'll connect to the back and to the 2 side panels. Then then you would seam it all up, seam all that together, wash and block it. Oh no, you're going to wash and block it first, each individual pieces.
Yes.
Then seam it together.
Yep.
And then I will pick up to do the band and then the collar.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I'm doing a crew neck version. I don't want to do a full V-neck. Yeah, I'm not doing the full V-neck for the cardigan. I'm doing a more crew neck version for the cardigan. So very similar to my old fashioned, the neckline there. Okay. So it'll be a little bit more rounded as opposed to coming down in a straight V.
I see.
So I'm using the recommended needles for this. I believe it's a US 3 and a US 5. Yes, so this is US 5, 3.75 millimeter needle. I'm using my Chowgu Forte set, which I really like.
I'm still waiting for the 4-inch tips to come out.
I know. I like them for flat knitting projects, shawls, and for this has been really great. I did not want to change these are the needles I did everything else with, so I don't want to change anything because obviously that'll change the what you call it? Gauge.
It shouldn't, but I do wonder that.
I think it would.
I think it changes the way that you knit.
It does. I have a little bit more resistance on these. These are smooth, but they're not as smooth as a metal needle. So I have a little bit more resistance on this, which I appreciate because the yarn is it's very soft and smooth. So I just didn't want to mess up. I didn't want it to potentially fly off the needles there.
I would not change the type of needle mid-project.
No way. So yeah, I think it's been nice getting back to this. I forgot how great it was to work with this yarn. And yeah, I've got 2 sleeves to do and then just kind of putting it together and then the finishing touch. And then it should be done in about 3 years.
All right.
I do have to use the little boy's room. I apologize.
So my next whip is living in a pink waffle bag, which this is one of my favorites. This is my second Jaunty. Jaunty is a pattern by Andrea Mowry. And I am using some Le Garçon fingering. I'm using a sock set because I thought it would be interesting after knitting the one in hand spun to see kind of what you could get with a sock set. So I am using the Mysterious Fox. Yes. And this is knit on a 2.75 millimeter needle. It is an $8 pattern. So this is the mini that I have. And when I get to, I believe this was 105 grams. So when I get to about maybe 35 grams used, I'm going to add this in. I'm going to add this in, I think, at that point, and I'm deciding whether I'm going to do a color block or if I'm going to stripe it. I have to figure out if I could get how I want the final increase to be this color, and then my decreases to start with this. So we'll see. This is going to be a gift for somebody I don't know who. But
I think Riley would be cute in that.
Well, I think I'm doing a sweater for Riley. I bought 5 patterns last night.
Sorry, I needed a cough drop.
So we'll see. So yeah, so this is where it is so far. I love this pattern.
Yeah.
I know it's just so easy to memorize and you get in a flow. I love now working half fisherman's rib. I would knit a sweater in half fisherman's rib, but that means it would have to be knit flat.
No, you could do half fisherman's rib in the round.
I wouldn't want to do all that purling. That'd be a no for me. Because every other round would be a full purl round.
What did you do here?
I purled every other stitch.
So there you go.
I don't want to do a full round of purling in the round. I would do could you do a full fisherman sweater? I would do one of those.
Yeah, maybe. Of course.
So we'll see. But yes, so this is a really great knit. I want to see, because the last one I did was 200 grams of yarn. I wanted to see what you could do with a sock set. Because I think that could be another good way to kind of do a stash busting.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, you could do leftover yarn. Even leftover yarn, hold a double. But I don't know if I would do that. Just because of the knitting in the stitch below. So, if you haven't seen, this is the Jaunty. That's probably in the DK weight one. I think, if I remember correctly. And again, it's an $8 pattern. totally worth it. It is a kind of choose your own adventure. It comes with patterns for, I think it's fingering, like a lace fingering, a sport DK, and a heavy DK worsted. So maybe 3 sizes. No, and then a worsted Aran. So 4 sizes, and it gives you a needle recommendation for each size. It creates a really squishy fabric.
It sure does.
And it's just nice. For me, it's something that's really nice to just have there. Mm-hmm. Where, like, if I don't want to knit on any of my other projects, I could just pick this up and put in 8 rows, and I have a repeat, done.
Yeah.
And I always I end on that 8th row.
Right.
Which is odd to me because then I'm starting on the wrong side.
I know.
Which is a weird thing as a knitter to like think about because you normally end, your last row is your wrong side row. Mm-hmm. So you always start on the right side, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, so I just love this pattern. I think it's a great pattern.
I do too.
It's very different in my mind than a petite knit because petite knit, the Sophie scarf, which I haven't knit one. You did though.
I did. Yep.
How do you think it compares to that? Do you think this is easier than that? Because I know some people struggle with the increases on the petite knit one.
I think this one is easier to visualize where the increases are. I can't... Because I think I used the stitch marker for the Sophie.
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't even try to give myself... The Sophie's gartered, though, isn't it?
It is.
So it might be difficult to see that...
yes.
That increase. So I find... This you can go on autopilot. I don't think that you need a stitch marker to help you. Maybe in the beginning so that you can until you get to that visualization piece, and then when you start decreasing until you're comfortable with that. But yeah, I think that I find this one more enjoyable for me.
Yeah. Okay.
That will lead me to my next whip, which is also a jaunty. This is my second jaunty, and this is going to be a Christmas gift for our niece. Our niece right now is, she's got some family. They have some family in, let me start over. My sister-in-law's family is from Italy. One side of her family is from Italy. So she has some family that's in Italy. And currently our niece is pretty obsessed with Italy, all things Italy. And she is 9. And
yeah, she's going to be 10.
She's already planning... She's planning their next family vacation to Italy. Or, this 10-year-old.
She's been there once? No, she hasn't been to
she's
Italy.
Been to France.
Yeah.
But she was young. So anyway, I thought, how fun to use the yarn that I got at Pick Up Every Stitch during Road to Rhinebeck. That's from Italy. From the, right from there. This is the Corella yarn fingering from... Gliocci del Lupo. Don't know how to say that, but I did my best. And this is in the colorway Canto Narond. Yeah,
that colorway.
And that colorway right there. And I love how it's coming out.
That's fun.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it's actually a really good pattern, I guess, to show off speckling.
It does. It really does. I mean, if you think about it, for, hand spun, it'll help. No, I know. Oh. But, for the patterns, I think it was originally written for, hand spun, right? Something like that. That's why I think it shows the variegation and all that stuff very, very well. So I'm just doing this one skein.
Yeah.
It'll be a simple little shawlette or scarf on her, and she can use it as a head wrap, whatever she wants to do. But I thought that she would appreciate knowing that this is yarn from right from Italy.
She would love that.
We talked to the dyer and all of that. So
she loves things
I don't know if it's
that.
Necessarily her color, but I think it's just so pretty.
Yeah. I actually I started looking today or yesterday.
Yeah.
She's into... Isabel and I were speaking at Riley's party, how she's really into Reese's, into having a notebook and journaling.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to get one made specifically for her.
That's a cute idea.
Reese's, whatever. Yeah, I have to look to find a place to get one made for her.
I think I'm using the same. This is fingering weight.
2.25.
I'm using the US 2.
Or hold on.
2.75 millimeter. Yeah, US 2.75 millimeter is what I'm using.
Is that what I'm... Yeah.
And I'm using my Fortes.
For that as well.
For this as well.
All right. Nice job.
Thanks so much. That.
All right. So my last whip is a spin.
Oh my god, me too. We're like samesies.
I know, we have a lot of the same stuff. So I got this last year. I think it's actually...
Oh, and this, can I just say what bag this is living in? My Mica bag. Mica. I love this bag. I also have my blanket in here too. My Tunisian crochet blanket. I love the pockets. I've got some like lotion, all different things. It's great. And it's so fun. We got those at Skein Yarn Shop.
Yeah. So last year when we were at Rhinebeck and I picked up from Into the World.
Your spinning is so good, Kev.
Thank you. They're odds and ends. And I picked up 2 bags last year. I feel like I've already used one of the skeins. I had like 2 full skeins and a mini. Mm-hmm. So this year, I decided to pick up 2 more bags because it's fun to spin. The odds and ends, you have no idea what you're getting. And you get these little nests of fiber in all these different colors. And it's just a good way to... I feel like... to get comfortable spinning different fibers, but you have to adjust so frequently because you don't know what you're getting. So, needless to say, I've spun 1 bobbin, so 1 bag. So here's 4 ounces of it. You can see the color changes kind of through there, but this is
so freaking good.
It feels predominantly purple. There's a lot of purple on this. So I finished bobbin 1, 4 ounces. I'm on to bag number 2. This is what I have left. Again, I actually think they're the same colors in both bags.
Really? It looks so different. Is that what that is?
Yeah, but look, like there's so much purple in here that's left. So here's what I have so far. And I'm spinning this on my Daedalus Starling. This is Trixie.
She's so pretty.
And...
now that I'm a spinner, I'm jelly.
That's what I have so far. And I'm currently spinning this fiber. No idea what it is, but it's some purples, little peach, some undyed.
Looks like it's got some guard hairs and stuff in there, huh?
Gray. You should... there's one in here. I was saying the other night, I actually think it is... oh, it's up there. I actually think it's leftovers for one of my monthly clubs that I get from them, which I'm thinking about canceling because I have so much fiber. I don't know that I need any more currently. The spinning it felt like there was, I don't know, in it, but it was really, really rough. But it spun up so nicely and quickly. Like I actually had to turn down my tension. Like the twist was going into it too fast. It was very interesting to spin. I've never spun anything like it, and I do think it's what's up there. So I'm interested to see what it feels like plied. Because this has a lot of different types of fibers in it, for sure. I can feel the difference. But yeah, so I'll finish spinning this probably by the end of the week. I've been trying to spin every day, with the exception of yesterday and today. And yeah, it's just a nice little exercise and kind of changing things up on the fly too. Yeah.
I love that.
And
it looks really fun.
Thank you. And my default spin typically ends in a sport to DK weight yarn when I'm done. And I'm going to spin it 2-ply and be done with it.
Okay. My last whip is also a spin. I definitely took advantage this past weekend when we were at New England Fiber Festival in New England. There is a lot of really nice... there's a lot of like farm yarns and there's a lot of fiber at...
there was a good amount of fiber.
Yeah, at this place. So I needed some color in my life and I wanted to get my very first fiber stash. So as you'll see when we get to the acquisitions phase, I did build up a fiber stash. But my next spin, after I finish that Polworth, I started spinning on this fiber that we got from Dirty Girl Yarn. This is Heidi, and it's Rambouillet. There's no colorway names or anything
I
like
do
this
wish I
on
had a
this.
colorway name.
Yeah, but I'll show you. Remember this, and then I'll show you what I got to go along with it. So this has some really nice like grays and reds. Like I see like bluish,
No.
purplish, some like
I don't see-
little things in there. It could be the reds like blending in.
Yeah, it's predominantly gray and red.
Yeah,
For sure.
And then this is what I have gotten done so far. I am learning how to build my bobbin evenly, like more evenly. So I have some opportunities
Yes.
still.
And that helps your tension because
Yes.
an uneven bobbin
Yeah.
affects tension.
But I think I did a decent job keeping it. You can see I have some curly cues happening here, so I'm going to increase my tension a little bit so that it feeds in a little bit faster. But I also did some research too, and that a lot of times this can be fixed with plying.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
but it's still, again, it's a learning opportunity. But I think I did a pretty good job keeping a lot of it even. I don't see any unspun pieces in there right now.
No, and what you could do too is...
What do you think, Kev?
No, it looks really even. I agree that there's some like curly cues, but plying does fix that. But what you could do too, like here, because you see that,
Yeah.
is continue to draft with the wheel off and let some of the twists go back into what you're drafting to distribute it better.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wouldn't do it right now.
No,
because-
I'm not going to.
But I'm just saying, 'cause I wouldn't do it now because it's already in your fiber supply a little bit, so you need to untwist in order for the twist to travel down.
When that happens when I stop spinning for like a session and I go to wrap it, like
And no, when it happens, see it's here
yeah,
and there.
it's the transition, right?
No, it's the I find this too. This is my opinion. Is that as you move your guide closer to you, the tension also
Loosens.
increases. Like I feel like the speed and the tension, both of those work to twist it quicker. So yours is happening at the very beginning here.
Oh.
Your
I
curly
just
cues-
moved it back over here to try to even it all out.
Right. So that's where it's happening at the beginning, and I have to adjust my tension sometimes there because I feel like I'm getting more twist. So you could do that. Also, this
I usually do that.
right.
I just moved it.
Well, yeah, but no, it's definitely much more. Obviously, it's much more even than what
Yeah.
you have up there.
Yeah.
So a lot of that will be corrected in plying, because and just it relaxing as it sits there will help correct it.
Yeah. So this is half of the braid
Yeah,
because I think there were braids.
And I was thinking about this. You're not going to split your other half up any further.
I'm not.
You're just splitting. I didn't realize you're using that with another color. You're
Yeah.
applying that with another color, so you didn't have to split the braid at all. To be honest with you.
Oh. But
You
that'll
did.
get me. That'll still get me because it's 4 ounces each. So I'm doing 2. So it'll still be a skein at like technically 100 grams, right? It'll be 4 ounces when I apply them together.
No, you're going to get 8 ounces when you apply everything together.
Everything. I'm saying the first half with the first half of the other red.
No, you're going to do all 8 on this, all 4 of this on the bobbin, all 4 on another bobbin of the red, and then you're going to apply them together and have one bobbin with 8 ounces.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, so that's my whip. I'm happy with my progress. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, I think the key
It's really fun.
The key to progress on spinning is doing it every day.
Yeah, that's what I'm
And I
trying to do in
think
the morning.
10 minutes a day is sufficient to get you more comfortable with spinning.
Sometimes it's not enough. Like I want to do more.
Well,
10 minutes goes by really fast behind this wheel.
Not enough. No.
For my
You
mental.
want to do more.
I want to do
But
more.
it is enough.
Oh, it's enough for
To
to practice.
progress.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, so that's all of our whips.
That's it. Wow.
All right, so we have no break in the bank. No, that's a lie. We have no owl post.
Well, we do. It's technically owl posts.
Oh, yeah.
It was hand delivered.
It was.
So going back to our friend Jess. Sorry, Jess, we might embarrass you. Hopefully not. You didn't say not to share. Jess, did she?
No, she did not.
Okay. Jess had some gifts for us when we ran into her over at the Fiber Festival. Knowing that I've learned to spin, she wanted to kind of help kickstart my learning. And so she made some little like care packages. So she gave me some fiber, a ton of fiber.
Well, this one,
and
I would say, this one was so that you could learn about different breeds.
Yeah. Also, there are tags in here, so that I can start like writing down, which I'm gonna put on. At least I know that one was Romney. Did I say that it was Romney? Is it Romney?
No,
what did I say it was?
It's Polworth.
Polworth. See, that's why I need the tags. So interesting. So I have a couple of different things to practice. There's some BFL in this one. Jess wrote a really fun note for us here. There is Merino, Shetland. I didn't. Southdown. What? All these like really fun different things. So I thought that was really special. It really like it. I got like goosebumps when she gave it to me. It was just really so thoughtful. And inspiring, and also, I think she just wants me to keep going, which is good. So, Jess, thank you. That was really, really sweet of you to think of me. And then, of course, she didn't want Kevin to feel so bad, so
she gave me this bit of some Romney. She also buys her own fleeces and processes them.
Because, of course, she does.
So, yeah, and then she got me this.
That's a fun tag.
Yeah. Romney top. So thank you, Jess.
Pretty.
And who knows, we're going to try to go spin with Jess next weekend.
I know. This weekend, tomorrow, there's a lot to do around the house. We got to decorate our house for fall because we're hosting Thanksgiving, so we need to be prepared for that. Time goes crazy. I have to clean Tarquin's cage. Oh, poor little thing. Clean Skylar's cage tomorrow and finish laundry today. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway.
All right.
Okay.
So that was Owl Post.
Now
we're going to go into Breaking the Bank. I'm going to go first so that I could relax.
I can go quick.
No, you can't.
Sure I can.
All right. So I got this month's, which I'm super stoked about this. This month's Into the World club shipment. And I think this is great. I've done it for a year now. Mm-hmm. I think. Because I want it started right after Rhinebeck. This one is called Sweater Weather. It's so, actually, what's really freaking funny. So while we were at New England, I'm going to show this because they kind of remind me of each other. Is I also got this braid from Dirty Girl. Is it Dirty Girl?
Yeah, Dirty Girl.
Dirty Girl
yarn.
This is, I saw this and I was like, those are my colors. Like the blues and the oranges and the browns. What? Like, legit, it's the same freaking thing. And a different...
This is just a darker...
I guess maybe I should spin these together. Do a combo.
That could be pretty.
So this
has silk in it.
Shetland and silk. It is 70% Shetland, 30% silk. This is Rambouillet, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is Rambouillet. Because I love spinning Rambouillet.
Rambouillet, and I don't have a lot of experience.
You can just tell, like, this bounce is ridiculous.
The staple length is, like, huge.
It's one of my favorites to spin. Mm-hmm. Like, I would love a full Rambouillet sweater.
It's so soft. Like, it's beyond soft.
Actually, I just bought, like, a cowl.
You did. Just leave it like that. It's perfect. Great.
Oh my god. I'm not spinning this. This is it.
This is it. It's done.
I have a new FO.
Congratulations. Right in the middle of the show, you finished.
So yeah, so these were 2 purchases, and then my last purchase from Fiber Festival of New England was, this is Junction Fiber Mill. So here's something else that's really fun about Fiber Festival of New England. I don't attempt to get into Junction Fiber Mill's booth at Rhinebeck.
Right.
It's a very busy booth, especially on a Saturday. I don't want to fight crowds. This is not something that they typically have, though. They brought it to last weekend for the first time. They wanted to give selling fiber a shot. So they had 2 colors left, I think.
They only had 2 colors, and we got there at 9:30.
Yeah, 9:30.
They had very, very limited supply. They said they were going to bring limited supply, just kind of get an idea.
So this is some pin drafted roving. It's approximately 4 ounces, and it's 100% American wool. So no idea of the blend, but figured, hell yeah, let's give it a shot.
100%.
So bought that, and then lastly, this is house purchases. We ran out of. You guys know we've been talking about this for 3 years now. If you've been here for a while, this is Long Island Farm and Fiber.
Yarn and Farm.
And this is the Shepherdess Body Butter. Honey Almond. I swear by this. I put it on every night on my hands before I go to sleep. It smells...
It's so good.
Oh. It smells so good.
It does.
Almond is one of my favorite scents. Mm-hmm. This stuff is fantastic. And you don't need much.
Nope.
Because it's it's a really thick consistency. Yeah. This is all you need. This little bit.
And it could do your whole body.
And this does my hands. It's fantastic.
Yep.
Especially this time of year when your hands start really drying out. And then the last thing, again, this is house, not just me, is we are suckers for... What's this?
We're suckers for handmade anything, really.
Oh. We're suckers for, soap, handmade soaps. So we always stop at Cat's View Farm and we buy some soaps. It's a good deal.
We got 6
soaps
bars
for
$35.
Yeah. So, yep.
We got to pick our own.
You pick your own scents.
We love goat's milk soaps and handmade soaps and all that stuff.
So that's all my purchases.
Mm-hmm. Meg gave us some soap
I know the lemon one. It was in our. We obviously didn't show all the little
we couldn't
doodads that we got and things that we got at Rhinebeck weekend, but yes. So that everything for me.
Okay.
All right. So you guys go take a bathroom break. Get a new cup.
It's not a lot.
Get a cup of coffee or tea or a new soda or beer, maybe wine or tequila.
So neither one of us bought a single a skein of yarn at New England Fiber Festival
or at Rhinebeck. I didn't buy a skein of yarn at Rhinebeck. Is this a true statement? That's a false statement.
It's a very false statement.
Because our sweaters quantity, I just didn't see them as a skein because they were large.
Oh, yeah, no. We bought yarn. But here we did not. So today I'm going to show you the beginnings of my official fiber stash. I had nothing in my stash at all. This is very exciting because even when I started my knitting adventure, I at least had some yarn from my crochet times,
true.
So this is officially the beginning of my fiber stash. So I showed you already the Dirty Girl yarn, that one braid here with the reds and the grays. I'm spinning that. I'm going to spin and ply it with this lovely hank, which...
Well, no, that's a braid.
Braid, thank you, which is... it just sang to me. I thought that it would be really, really, really pretty together. And I was jealous of Michael and Kevin's jaunties that they did in their hand spun. So I'm going to try it. I'm going to turn this into a project. So I'm going to, I'd love to knit with my hand spun already. Who knows? Let's just, so I'm going to give it a try. So this is Rambouillet. It's 4 ounces. And I was kind of on the fence with... I definitely wanted this red. But I was on the fence with this this gray. They also had another one that had some like white and red and gray, but I'm really glad that I went with the gray. So that's what those two are going to be. So I already have a project in mind, right? So that's one. Then into the world, they have a much smaller selection than Rhinebeck, but talking to Kevin and reading really like some beginner friendly breeds of sheep. You hear a lot about Corriedale and BFL, that they're kind of beginner friendly as well. So I wanted to get a bat of each from Into the World. So I got Ramble on the gray Corriedale base, which I love. I think that's really pretty.
Yeah, that's a really nice color combo.
Yep. So that's Ramble. Then I got a colorway called Celine on BFL.
That's another nice
really
one.
Good one. So then I also got, because I had to, the Junction Fiber Mill.
Ours are quite different though, actually.
Making tracks.
I feel like yours has way more orange.
I don't know. You don't know what's underneath.
True,
that.
but it just and there's like a little mint in it.
Yeah.
Oh no, I do think you have a lot more orange.
Mine might just be on the outside.
It'll be interesting to see how they compare. Kind of like how Michael and I did the same thing from Feederbrook last year, and they spun up completely differently.
Yeah, but look at all this color I'm adding to my life. And then last, see, that's not a lot. And then last, but certainly not least, this farm called the Sheepshed and Mountain View Farm.
I actually have the card like over there on my desk.
I'm not sure where they're located.
Hold on, let me see. I think I have the card right here.
But they have these really awesome 8-ounce, half-pound. What are these considered?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
Like, how do you describe what this is? Like,
she is in North Andover, Mass.
So it's a very large loop of fiber, basically 8 ounces. They're out of Massachusetts, you said?
Yeah.
So it's all tied together in like these little bunches. But can I share with you that this is 8 ounces of fiber, Rambouillet. It is so soft. It's even softer than this is undyed. It's way softer than the dyed version as well. It's shedding quite a bit, but
it does shed quite a bit. I'm surprised by that.
Yeah. This was $17.50 for 8 ounces, which is basically 4 skeins of yarn. No, 2 skeins of yarn.
2 skeins
for $17. It's really pretty. What? Okay, my watch says at $17 an hour, what is your weekly, monthly, and yearly salary?
Oh.
What is a 20% tip on a $17 bill? That's so weird. That's it. So that's my fiber stash. I don't think I went.
No, it's actually not bad.
Yeah. I got some things to dip my toes in and to try.
Yeah, and you have a nice blend of different fibers.
Different fibers, and then of course with Jess's selection as well. So like I can kind of dabble a little. I feel like I need a second wheel. I need a wheel to like do or have a project wheel, and then I need like a practice, like let's play around kind of wheel.
No,
I think that's appropriate.
I don't.
So you're not using the treadle wheel. Maybe I'll try the treadle wheel.
Go for it.
Okay.
All right, so that is everything. So
that's all the fiber goodness for today's episode.
Now we will end the show like we typically do. I'm going to do with what we've been reading and watching. But reading, I'm going to choose one book since there's been so many that I finished. Okay. And I'll talk about my current read.
Okay.
But television watching, guys, we've watched a ton. And
some good, some not so good, some interesting.
Here's some things that we think that we watched that were really good. Cute movie on Netflix was The Thursday Murder Club with Helen Mirren.
That was cute.
Pierce Bronson.
That was very cute.
The dude from Lucifer. It was like a murder mystery. It's based on a book series. So that was good. Another one that we watched, it had been on my queue for a really long time because I saw the trailer for it a couple years ago, and I've been, like I saved it to a watch list until it was free, and it was Past Lives. Do you remember that one? No, you don't.
We can go back in time to visit his past lives.
No.
Quantum Leap.
No.
Just kidding.
It was the movie with the male and female. They were really good friends when she lived in Asia, and her family immigrated to the U.S., or to Canada, rather. Remember? And they lost touch, and then they reconnected through the website.
I do. That was called Past Lives?
It was called Past Lives.
Oh, what did they call it in the movie? Didn't they call it something?
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it.
I can't either, but it was, when Ray and I watched it, it was a story. There were no dramatic, it wasn't like a drama. It was just a well-produced story. Mm-hmm. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. There were a lot of subtitles, so if that's not your thing, I wouldn't watch it because there were a ton.
Especially if you craft while watching TV.
Ray and I also went on this really big chunk of time where we were watching a lot of dark stuff. And finally,
Don't say it like that.
No, we did. We watched Monster, Jeffrey Dahmer story.
Yeah.
Fantastic, but dark.
Really dark. Gross.
Monster, the Menendez brothers. Dark, not as good as Jeffrey Dahmer.
I didn't care for it.
We also watched a bunch of documentaries. The only one I'm going to mention is The Perfect Neighbor.
Great.
It's so good. Mm-hmm. Like, so good that and we've probably watched it. It was before Rhinebeck.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
If not more, yeah.
And I think about it almost daily.
Yeah, like, it was really good.
It's so good. There are some
trigger
warnings.
For sure.
It does
touch on racism.
So, but it was so good that so much of it is shot through, if not all of it, through body cam footage.
Yeah. From the police department.
The neighborhood that these events took place in, we were talking about this on Thursday as well with our knit group. It reminds me of my neighborhood growing up. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It's a phenomenal documentary, so would recommend that. And then currently, we needed some light stuff. We're watching Roswell, New Mexico, which previously aired. It's a 4-season. It was like a redo of the original Roswell we watched back in the 90s. That was on the CW. So all the characters have the same names for the most part. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Maria. The bartender was Liz's friend in high school. Her name was Maria too in the original one. And I didn't connect that until just now.
Oh.
Because that makes so much sense. But it's enjoyable. The acting's a CW acting.
For sure.
But it's entertaining.
It is a CW show.
But it is entertaining.
Yeah.
So that is that. And then reading. The one book I'll mention that I finished is called That's Not My Name. It's a thriller. Or a mystery thriller. Do I have Kindle on here? Yeah. This book, let's go to my library. That's Not My Name. Yes. Oh, Jesus. Book details. By Megan Lally. And this book is written from 2 different perspectives. From the female protagonist, her name is Mary. And then from, oh my God, what's Drew's point of view. And Drew's girlfriend Lola goes missing. But then we find Mary, who Mary wakes up with no memory of who she is. And her father comes to get her from the police department and has all the information on her, like, her birth certificate, pictures of her, blah, 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 blah. So through the book, you're trying to determine if Lola and Mary are the same person. Like, so there's a lot of unraveling and things like just kind of go weird from Mary's point of view, and then Drew, the whole town thinks that he killed Lola, but he's trying to find Lola. So, and all those storylines kind of crash together towards the end. It was a really good book, and if I'm not mistaken, I think this may have been the author's first book. Oh. So, really good for her first book. And now I'm currently reading a book called Mandrake Manor, a cozy suburban fantasy romance. It is LGBTQ plus fiction. We have 3 characters: Matt, August, and I forget the other guy's name. Maybe Felix, something like that. And I read the reviews for this, and I was like, oh, it sounds kind of cute. One of them was really frustrating, though, as I'm reading it, because it was talking about the writer writing about August incorrectly because they never used a he, him pronoun.
Oh,
because August goes by they, them. And that's how it's written in here. So that review is frustrating. But what's really...
It is frustrating. Read
the book. You literally... They actually address it in the book.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, what do you call...
So how could you review something if you didn't actually... That's stupid.
The characters were like, what would you call a man cave for somebody who identifies as they, them?
Oh.
And I was like, oh, you actually... Interesting.
What did they
the guy was
settle on
like,
a name?
his goblin, whatever, like joked it off and was like, oh, it's my goblin den or whatever.
Oh.
So, whatever. So this book, Matt inherits a house from a great aunt who recently passed away. Him and his friends... And there's some stipulations that he has to follow. He can only move in the house with 2 roommates. Kind of odd. And little things like happen here or there, where it's like, oh, well, that wasn't there before, but now it is. That street wasn't there before, now it is. Like, things like that. So there's definitely some magic involved. But he goes from Chicago to Connecticut. They moved to, like, upstate Connecticut to this house, which is called Mandrake Manor. And, like, they go in and the house needs a bunch of repairs. Things start, happening. They need a wine opener, and they hear some noise in the kitchen, and then one's out on the counter. And you start realizing that all the characters in the neighborhood also aren't normal. So I'm assuming one of them that we've met is probably like a vampire or something like that. So I think we're going to have all these,
sounds kind of cute.
Yeah. So I think we're going to have all these like supernaturally characters in here. And the 3 characters like here are really great. Oh, the other guy's name is Frankie. Frankie is a floozy. August is a writer, and Matt is a dentist. Like, they all just graduated college, had nowhere to go, and this like opportunity just fell in their lap. So I'm only about 25% of the way in, so I'm excited to see how this one goes.
Fun.
Yes.
Let's see. I finished I finished book, I think it's book 5. God bless you. Bless you.
Excuse me. Thank you.
I finished book 5 in the Convergence series. Book 5 was called Desperate Measures. It's by Craig Alanson. Can I like zoom in? It doesn't matter. I've been listening to this, narrated by R.C. Bray, who's one of my favorite narrators, and it's a really good story. It's a modern day, I would call it a urban fantasy. Modern day magic is real now. You have a wizard. Magic is starting to come back into the world. Realize that there's I think I had mentioned this before, like a secondary like shadow world on the side called the Nether. And it's really interesting, and like the worlds are colliding, and then our main character has to stop the convergence. And there's a really fun cast of characters. So the series as a whole, I think, is really great, and I love when books just pick up where the last one left off, and you're not like, there's not months in between, and also there's no, I don't like, and I've said this before, I don't like when a new book that comes out in the series spends the first several chapters rehashing what happened,
Yes.
like as a reminder for the other ones.
Agree 100%.
I get why they might do that, but I think we as a reader should take responsibility and catch ourselves up prior to this starting, because I personally don't like to hear just get back into the show.
Yeah, no, I get it.
But this series does not do that. So I'm not sure when the next book will be coming out. I believe this last one just was released this past August, number 5. There definitely was a cliffhanger, so I anticipate the next one coming out, and I will start listening to that the next time when I see that. I started reading. Let's see. I don't know when I talked to you last, but I finished.
We haven't talked about books in like 2 months.
Oh.
That's why I only did like
Okay.
one.
All right. I'll be quick then. I finished the Primal Hunter books 1 and 2. By Zogarth. I gave this a 3. I thought it was very slow moving. And I didn't have any intention of continuing this series. So I stopped there and I started reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, which is by, let me see, Matt Dinneman.
I think that's been on my recommended, like Kindle recommends it for me for like a year because of one other dungeon crawler thingamajigger.
Yeah. So it's definitely like a sci-fi, also a lit RPG kind of, like basically the Earth, like everybody gets destroyed. Anybody that's inside of a structure, whether it be a tent, a car, a house, an apartment, whatever, the structures all collapse and everybody that's inside of it basically like dies and gets turned to like dust or whatever. And anybody that's left outside, all of a sudden hears this announcement that we're starting the dungeon, we're starting the game. They'll be opening up the stairs shortly, and all of a sudden, like throughout the world, there are these like stairwells that open, portals or whatnot all over the place, and you have a certain amount of time to get into one to start your adventure. And so our main character was outside at the time, trying to get his ex-girlfriend's cat out of the tree that the cat escaped and was in the tree at like 3 a.m. So he's out there in his boxer shorts, barefoot, and a leather jacket to try to get this cat down from the tree. And then, alas, that all happens, and now him and this cat are go into the stairwell. And basically, it is like a dungeon in any other kind of like video game type of thing. There's like there is leveling. Apparently, there's a class system that doesn't become available until level 4. But it also is a kind of like a may the odds be ever in your favor.
Oh, Hunger Games.
Hunger Games, basically. So people get eliminated as they died in the battles and like whatnot. And your goal is you have 6 hours or whatever the time frame is to get to the next stairwell to go to the level down. And apparently nobody's gotten past level 13. Where I'm currently at, he's on level 2. But it's really fun. Like the humor is very adult humor. There's a lot of innuendos and like jokes. Really, I find it, for me, it's really funny. It's really funny. Like the AI, like the tooltips, that pop up if you play video games, and like, you have like a sword in your inventory. It might say like Sword of Hogarth, like, plus blah, blah, blah. This one's like Sword of Hogarth was used by a giant to pick his teeth, and then, whatever, blah, 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 blah. Like, it was just funny. It's just, I don't know. So it's really light and airy for me right now. This is the first one, so I'm enjoying that.
Okay, nope, sorry.
And then I'm listening to... I forgot, I was listening to a new book for me. I just went through my entire thing. I'm so sorry. I'm listening to Dread Uprising. This is an interesting, also kind of sci-fi fantasy, urban fantasy. It's basically angels versus demons kind of thing on the world. So you've got your dreads and you've got your ash angels, and they're kind of in battle for righteousness, basically. I won't go into a lot of details today, but I'll go into it tomorrow because I can see that you're getting a little twitchy. So,
well, no, I'm not. I'm also getting
fine.
hungry because it's 1-ish.
It's
one.
Yeah. But I do like this book. I'm probably going to rate it a 4. And I'll continue the series. I'm listening to that currently. R.C. Bray. I did a search on Audible for R.C. Bray just because I do like how he narrates things, and this is one of the free titles that popped up with my Audible Plus subscription. So I'm giving it a try, and I enjoy it.
Nice.
And scene.
All right. I believe that is everything. So
it's a lot. I feel like we shared a lot today.
Don't forget about the new HoHoHo MAL, and for the giveaway for the sweater pattern Call of the Wild by using the word wild in your comments. And until... Alright, so then we should be back in again. 2 weeks. 2 weeks?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So we will see you guys in a fortnight.
Bye.
Bye.